Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing just what do I need to know? Let's go with that. Let's start with the basic. What do I need to know? So we have 3 piles that you can pick from. This is the, what is this called? The Animal Spirit World? Unknown Spirit? Something Animal Spirit. I can't find the book. So we have 3 piles to pick from. We have the cobra, we have the spider, and we have the horse. So take your time to feel guided to a message. If you feel guided to more than just one, go for it. Go for it and see what's said. What do you need to know? So I'm going to get stuck in and see what these energies are actually saying. So pile number 1. This cobra energy is giving me very much puffed out chest, like there's something to prove. Which is crazy because I remember this card in the book. It said something about being open to learning. Being open to learning, and I can't remember the other thing, but I just remember the part about learning. Being open to learning, being open-minded, being open to. But I feel like what's coming through for pile number 1 is I'm getting that very much, you know, like the cobra, like these bits here, it like puffs itself out when it's ready to attack and stuff, or to make itself seem bigger. So I don't know if pile number 1 you're feeling very vulnerable at the moment, like you feel like you've got to protect yourself from people or a situation. I can see that with the colours too. Here we have a lot of red and some orange. This is very instinctual behaviour. So I can probably guess that pile number 1 you feel very vulnerable, and that you may feel on a defense, like you have to defend yourself and protect yourself. And this is fire energy as well, so you know what happens when you play with fire, you get burnt in it. So if people are trying to like push you and prod you, and you know they're pushing and prodding, but they don't realize that you're a cobra and you will bite. You will bite. And if we look closer at the colours again, we do have some pinks there and some purples. So this is really asking you to be kinder to yourself in this process. I feel that you could it's weird because I feel like you're in a situation where you feel like you've got to defend yourself, but at the same time, are you defending yourself from people, or are you defending, or like, are you rubbing yourself up the wrong way too? Because we can be our own worst enemies too. Let's just remind ourselves of that, you know? We can be our own worst enemies. So who are you defending or protecting yourself from? What is the situation? And does that situation really need you to be a part of it? And if it's you that's giving yourself all that shit talk, listen, you have to learn how to love yourself when you're going through it. And you know, you may be in conflicting situations and you may feel like you've got to protect yourself, but just remember that you have to also look after yourself and take care of yourself and love yourself. It's not always about being caught in the drama. I know that with a lot of fire signs, sometimes, you know, we do love a bit of passion and a bit of fiery kind of energy, but I think for the most part, when it comes to fire energy, like if you're self-aware, should I say, if you're self-aware, the only time this kind of energy comes up is if you feel backed into a corner where you have no other option but to protect yourself and defend yourself. Because for the most part, fire energy is spirit energy. It's fun, it's passionate, it's adventurous, it's exciting, but It's fire energy. If you play with fire, you will get burned. You know, it is what it is. I didn't make the rules, it just is, okay? I'm going to see what else wants to come through for pile number 1. There's 2 other cards that came there. So let's see. Okay, so we have the 5 of diamonds here, which talks about conflict in energy. This is like argumentative energy. It's mental battles. You can see that if you look at the 5 of swords in the tarot deck, that you usually see one person holding a number of swords and they look very happy that they've just upset someone. So there's that. That might be the energy that I was picking up on. And then we have the 5 of hearts here, which is the 5 of cups, and that talks about sadness, feeling sorrow, looking at the past, not really understanding that you're okay. You know, there are some things to be sad about, and it's okay to mourn them and to go through what you're going through. But don't forget that there's still 2 remaining cups behind you. But because you're so focused on the spilt cups, what's that saying? Don't cry over spilt milk. I don't know. That saying to me, I don't know, it's always been a bit of a weird one, but it's like, just don't forget that there are still 2 cups, 2 opportunities, however you want to look at it, behind you, ready for you when you're ready to pick them up and to enjoy them. Because when you think of what the 2 of cups represents in a normal tarot, 2 of cups, connections, balance between divine masculine and feminine. And then over here we also have the 9 of diamonds, which is the 9 of pentacles, which is a very self-independent, self-reliant, abundant, self-employed, self-made person. And maybe people don't like that about you. Maybe people don't like the idea that you are very self-made and you are very self-sufficient, and you do, you know, people, some people just don't like to see other people doing good. I don't know what it is, but jacked up. But some people just be like that. And maybe that's what this conflict in energy is. Maybe you've got people around you that see you doing good, that are seeing you doing good, and they're doing their best to drag you back. This 2 of Wands energy here is saying, don't fall for it. Keep looking to the future. The world is your oyster. Don't get don't get dragged back into this 5 of swords, 5 of hearts energy. Stay in the 9 of pentacles energy, the 9 of diamonds energy, because that's your true energy. If people can't take the heat, get out the goddamn fucking kitchen, you know, like that. So you keep doing you, boo. If people have got you backed into a corner, they're gonna feel what it feels like to play with someone that's the 9 of diamonds and has a lot of passion in them, a lot of fire energy. If there's anything that you could take away from this reading, it would be just remain true to you. Don't get caught up in other people's insecurities. I know they may back you into a corner, but keep the focus on you. Focus on your future. The world really is in your hands at the moment, and you can basically do anything you want to do if you really want to. So instead of using that passion and that fire energy to fuel conflict, use that fire and passion energy and put it into the future. Put it into your work. Put it into yourself. Put all of that passion, fire, put it into you. Don't give it to other people. Put it into the Two of Wands energy that talks about having the whole world in your hands and anything's possible. Put it into that energy. Not to this Five of Swords energy or this Five of Cups energy. Put it into the Nine of Diamonds energy and the Two of Wands energy. So pile number 1, let me know if that resonates for you. I'm going to move on to pile number 2 and see what's happening. Let me just shuffle this deck a bit. Let's see what's happening for pile number 2. Oh, I felt a very big sigh then for pie, you know, pie. I could eat some pie, I'm not going to lie. But for pile number 2, I need help, it's fine. For pile number 2, you have this, the spider energy. And I was going to say spirit, because I feel that for pile number 2, there is a lot of creative energy around you at the moment. And I feel like I feel like you've got the ideas down. I feel like you've got, you know, you've been planning, preparing, and I feel like this spider energy, because this is earth energy, this symbol here is earth, so it's like this earth energy is telling you like to bring those ideas and those plans and bring them into reality now. You know, you've done the paperwork, you've done the preparing, you've done all of it. If you're wondering if you should, if you could, if you would, shoulda, coulda, woulda, fucking just do it. That's what this earth energy is saying. It's like, listen, earth energy is now energy, it's practical energy, it's where we are now. Reality. Time to bring all of that creativity you've got, it's time to bring it into the world. It's time to bring your creative energy, ideas into the world. I mean, look at all the colours. You've got all the colours here in this spider energy. Very creative energy, very intelligent, very spiritually creative. I don't know how that makes sense, but it makes sense. So pile number 2, bring that, all of that you've been planning, preparing and wondering and dreaming and all that. It's time to put it into action now. It's time to put it into real life and start making it happen. Part of the process is to just do it. Think it, feel it, experience it, do it. And I feel like there's this big energy at the moment that's been going on for months of the only way you're going to really know now is by actually doing something. You can sit there and dream about it. It's good to have dreams, keep the dream alive and stuff. But the only way that you're going to make that dream your reality is to now just do it. You can't plan it anymore. You can't, the planning and preparing and all that kind of is over. It's now time just to do it, and you will know what to do while you're doing it. So trust yourself, trust that, your higher self, your spirit, your spiritual team will guide you step by step, foot by foot, one in front of the other. Let's see what else wants to come out for pile number 2. Like, I don't know if, I feel like people have probably told you, but maybe you don't believe them, that your energy is like, you're such a creative person. You're so different in a positive way from everybody else. Does that make sense? I don't know who I was just saying this to before, but I'm going to say it again, that the truth is the truth is the truth. You are who you are. Your creativity, yeah, people might say you're so different, you're so this, and it might make you question who you are and why and this and that. Listen, your creativity is like, you can't compare it to anybody else because it's so you. There's no other you here, you know, like only you have this level of creativity. No one can match you in what you do. That's just how it is. Yeah, I get that there's this blockage with this Seven of Swords energy here, the Seven of Spades. I feel like the blockage is, I can't even say it's anybody else. I feel like you might have an insecurity, and when people say something like you're so different, or I feel like that triggers an insecurity, but that's a compliment. Why the fuck would anyone want to be the same as anybody else? The fact that you are different and you have this level of creativity, like that, like I can't, the world needs it. Like it's like you didn't have this level of you-ness, you-ness, not Eunice the name, but you, like you don't have this level of you and your creativity and who you are and what you're capable of to not bring it into real life, to not let the world see it and experience it. You're gifted greatly, abundantly. Like if I could, I don't feel like I'm using the correct words to explain just how amazing you are and your talents. And I think that if there's anything that's blocking you, it could be the insecurity that maybe you feel that, or someone, or you know, you see it in TV and stuff like that, and you see, you know, you can't get away from it sometimes because we grow up in it. So you've probably seen stuff on TV where they say that being different isn't cool or whatever, but listen, I don't want to be the same as anybody else, and I don't think anybody should be the same as anybody else. We all need to be who we are. And I think the reason why the world is the way that it is at the moment is because we're not exactly who we are. We are all very different, and we all have our own gifts, and we all have something the world needs. But because we lie to ourselves, or we stay in these little protection boxes that we create for ourselves out of fear and stuff like that, the world needs you, the world needs everybody. But this Queen of Spades energy, the Queen of Swords, like she's just waiting for you to, she's waiting to hear what you have to say. She's waiting for you to like bring who you are. Like she's just sitting here encouraging you. Like if you're telling yourself that you don't know if you can't do it, she's sitting here telling you, yes, the fuck you can. You can, and you will. You can, and you will. Pile number 2, I'm going to say it again. I really hope you know just how fucking amazing you are. Okay? Pile number 2. Look, we even have like the Queen of Diamonds down here. This is Earth energy too. This is, for me, this is the Queen of Pentacles. See, even she's present. She's just like, honey, I'm waiting. We're waiting. Let's do this. You got this. This is what you're meant to be doing. You're gifted. You're the part of the puzzle that the world needs. We need to start like connecting these parts of the puzzles, you know, and creating a new world. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? I sound very woo-woo and a bit like, whoa, but hopefully you know what I mean. I'm going to wrap it up there before I start repeating myself. But pile number 2, it's time to do you and bring yourself and your gifts to the world, because I can't explain it, but even I was like just sitting here mind blown by you, like your energy that you have and what you can do. And it's like my spirit just knows what you're capable of. It just knows. So moving on to pile number 3, let's see what's happening with pile number 3. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Sorry, am I all like leaning? Yes, I am. My apologies. I didn't realise that I was all up in the camera like that with my arms and stuff. But pile number 3, I feel like there's this big thing around confidence. And when I think of a horse to me represents freedom. A horse to me really does represent Sagittarius kind of energy. When I look at a horse, I see freedom, I see journeys, I see exploring, I see, you know, you can run wild and fast, or you can gallop, or you can just trot and just, you know, like the pace is really yours. But I feel like there's this level of confidence. Like when you look at a horse, don't you look at them and go, wow, just majestic. Like the power that a horse has is crazy. And I feel that it's almost like you're powerful, but you really want to deny yourself? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but can we just look at this for a second? You see how stunning and majestic this animal is? And then go to the mirror and then look at yourself and see how magical and majestic and powerful that you are too. I mean, I know it's not going to solve all your issues overnight, but hey, let's make a start at least. Maybe pile number 3, you lack the feeling of freedom. And because you don't feel free, you don't feel like you. But the only way you can be free is through you. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what your reality is, if you're in a situation that you can't get out of at the moment, it's all, I was going to say it's all in the mind. Like, okay, you might be stuck in a stable and tied up because it's not racing time yet, but you still have your own mind. So you can still decide what freedom is. Freedom is within you, within your mind. You really want to doubt yourself. You really want to doubt your power. You really want to doubt your impact, your strength, your character, your just everything. For what? Big life changes maybe. Let's see what else is going to come out for pile number 3. Okay, you want to stay in hiding, that's fine. I'll just keep shuffling. Okay then. Pile number 3, really, this Queen of Clubs energy, the Queen of Wands. Listen, have you seen a fire sign? Like, I'm not saying, you know, like their energy is just so attractive because it's passionate, it's fiery, it's like, who doesn't want to sit around a campfire and get warm and cozy and enjoy the social aspect and the, you know, just like the warmth and the just, you know. We do have the 5 of Diamonds here, which for me is the 5 of Pentacles. So this does show that when it comes to yourself and maybe even financially, you were probably in a situation that isn't so helpful. You might be suffering financially, or maybe your health at the moment isn't so good. Did I say this to pile number 3 last time as well, when it comes to health? We have the Ace of Pentacles here, the Ace of Diamonds, and it's like you have the opportunity right now to be the best version of you that you could ever be. But for some reason, it's like you're holding back. And then we have like the 6 of Cups here, which is in the normal deck, the 6 of Hearts. So it's like something to do with your past is really fucking with your present. It's really fucking with you becoming the best you that you can be. This confident, just beautiful energy. Something from the past is really just caught up with you and probably has you questioning yourself, your health, where you are in life, finances, are you where you want to be, blah 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 blah, whatever, blah blah blah, you know, those things. But the Ace of Diamonds here is like, listen, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to show the past who the fuck is boss, okay? Yeah, okay, you was once this person, but you're not that person no more. You're this person. You're this person. That's who you are now. More powerful. You're more powerful now. You'll never be that person again. That person was great. You had a lot of fun being that person. There's a lot of ups and downs with that person, but the person you are now, a whole new person. Maybe it's like learning to be who this new person is, this new version of you. Maybe that's part of the process, and maybe why you feel the way that you feel. But you will really, when I say freedom, like this Ace of Pentacles is really saying like, it's in your hands. The freedom that you crave, the freedom that you want is right here, right now. So you can take the opportunity and move into this energy of like the Queen of Wands and the Horse energy, or you can keep reliving the past, stay in a place of lack, and, you know, make the process longer. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, partner with 3. I don't know what to tell you. Freedom, I feel like, is a big part for you, plays a big part, and freedom is right here. Freedom has always been here. But your mind is telling you something else. The confidence energy, I feel, is maybe it's you don't know how to be this new version of you, but the only way you're going to know how to be this new version of you is to just be this new version of you. You know, do you sit there and then you just get this urge and you just think, do you know what, I really want to go and do this right now. That's you telling yourself, your inner self telling you, this is what I like. Oh, I feel like going to the shops. I feel like going for a walk. I feel like, do you know what I really fancy doing? I really fancy whatever it is that calls to you. Like, listen to your intuition. If you really want to know how to be this new version of you, shut off your mind. Tell your mind to just pipe down for a second, yeah? And just really listen to your intuition and be guided by that. You know, if you're sitting there and then all of a sudden you think, I could really get up right now and I could really go for a walk around the block, or go and sit in the park, or I really fancy calling up my friend and seeing if she's up for something. Freedom. Your intuition is showing you it is. So the next time you feel pulled or called, or you see something and you just think, wow, that looks really cool and amazing, or, you know, delve into it, see what happens. Pile number 3, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know if that resonates in the comment section below. And I hope to catch you all in my next video. I love you. Bye.